Good morning, everyone, and welcome back. Nah, I'm just kidding. What's going on, everybody? We are back here on Lapis Lakeside for day 4? Yeah, day 4. I've lost track of days this week. My brain has been totally absent, but I think we're finally back on the right track. We're going to start off with 12,325 sneaky snacking. We're going to get one small dream cluster for going to bed on time, finishing our stamp reward card, which means tomorrow we will get to see what the new card is going to look like finally, now that we have the new update to the reward cards. We're also going to grab 100 sleep points, puts us at 1,731. And for the daily lottery, we can grab hopefully something nice. 100 diamonds, 20 diamonds. I'll take that. It's not quite the 100 that I wanted, but I'm not going to turn them down. We definitely need diamonds after the purchase I made yesterday, but let's go ahead and jump into the sleep report, see if there's anything worth using those biscuits on that we bought yesterday. And I actually have no clue what we're gonna get today. I still think we're on 6 spawns. I don't think we're quite to 7 yet, but we should have a pretty decent, 9 hours 41 minutes makes sense. I did not want to get up this morning at all. Hit snooze a few times. Snoozing type. Actually, that's a lot of dozing. Yep, definitely a snoozing type. 17% more than usual, which is weird. Normally when I get a lot of snoozing, I feel well rested, but I definitely did not this morning. So maybe my sleep type isn't actually an indicator of how well rested I feel. Still only the 6 spawns though, not quite 7 yet, but we are getting close, which is sad to say on Thursday, but here we are. If we'd got curries, we'd be a lot further along. But desserts and salads definitely do not like me, and now we know what I need to find. But we did find in a top belly Meowth. Pikachu looks like a Slowpoke over there. And what else did we find? Ditto, the rock one. We haven't seen the rock one in a while. And another Slowpoke. So we've got 2 Slowpokes, Ditto, Pikachu, Persian. Persian was the other one. Okay. So nothing really too fantastic. Meowth could be interesting if we get the other Meowth evolutions, the other regional variants like Berserker and all that. So Meowth could be interesting. So maybe it's worth catching one of those just for the future, but we don't know if it's going to change types, because that's still something they could do. Could have them, or not change types. Sorry. Well, yeah, we don't know if it's going to change types. It probably will for like Berserker, probably be a steel type, but we also don't know if it's going to change specialties. So even if I get a really highly rated Meowth, if it changes specialties, then the sub-skills it has may not quite be what we need. But maybe if we catch a Meowth that has like a good ingredient base or a good berry finding base, maybe we just hold on to it anyway, because we don't know what's going to happen with the other Meowth regional variants, if we even get them. But since there's not really much else to catch today that's really worthwhile, I mean, might as well, you know, kind of what I'm thinking. I'd rather catch a Pichu, even though Pichu trolls me all the time. I'd rather catch a Pichu than a Pikachu, so we'll just go ahead and feed this Meowth a bonus biscuit. If it goes big hit, there we go. We'll take it home and we're gonna wrap it up. I'm not gonna spend any more biscuits today. Nothing really too fantastic. Honestly, what candy do I even send out today out of all this? Maybe Pikachu? I don't know. I don't really know what would help anybody right now. Like, none of these are really fantastic candies. For the people on my friends list, I assume they're either close to the same spot I am or further for most people on my friends list. So if that's the case, they're not worried about Ditto or Slowpoke candy, because I don't care about them, because Ditto and Slowpoke get outperformed by other Pokemon. Pikachu probably have a ton of already, and Meowth candy, Meowth isn't really super helpful right now. So I guess just in terms of pure objective usefulness, Pikachu candy, maybe, because Pikachu's actually useful. Kind of. I don't know. I don't know if there's really a good choice here. But we are going to send out the Pikachu candy. We're going to pick up 1,521 research XP and almost 2,600 dream shards. So not too bad. We do need more dream shards. So we definitely need to pick a better place to go where we can really push some ranks and hopefully catch some interesting Pokemon. But for now, we've got a level 14 and Jolly Meowth. I am going to make sure that we switch over and stop slacking at my job. Get it together, my dude. Level 14 Jolly. with milk, and sausage. And then for sub skills, we're looking at inventory ups. Ooh, well, we're already starting off pretty good for a skill specialist. Skill trigger S, helping speed. Ooh, berry finding at 75. Ooh, oh, and ingredient finder S at 100. That's weird. I don't really care about ingredient finder S because that's so far away. It's probably not going to matter for a very, very long time. And then Jolly is XP gains up, ingredient finding down. So funny enough, not the worst thing for like just a random all around Meowth in a way. Let's go ahead and calculate it. We'll see. Definitely could use some sub skill seeds if we actually intend to use this one, but it's not the worst thing to keep around for a potential Meowth evolution. Yeah, not too bad. 78. I think actually, now that I think about it, Berserker is probably the only regional variant that would work with the regular Meowth. We'll almost certainly get the dark type Alolan Meowth if we get a Alolan Persian. So this one would only be able to go to Berserker, but we still don't know what Berserker is going to be. Although a steel skill specialist would be pretty interesting. So we're going to hold on to this one. It's not bad. I think I might have another Meowth that's actually better than this, but I haven't paid attention to Meowth in so long, I don't remember. But we are going to hold on to this one because it's not the worst. With a couple of sub skill seeds, it's actually pretty good, especially given the skill triggers at level 25. So we'll hold on to it. And we'll go ahead and move on. It's not bad at all. All right, so that out of the way, let's move on. As soon as the game decides to load, and hopefully another 64 sneaky snacking. Very nice. Okay, so I know we have new news. I got spoiled on it pretty hard. I do know all of the new news. Good old social media got me on this one, but it's Suicune. We all knew it was coming eventually, so not that big a deal for this one. But for the Quagsire and Wooper, I do wish I had not been spoiled. But we are getting Quagsire and Wooper, not the Paldean version, which is kind of interesting given that we just got the Paldean starters. Maybe the Paldean Woopers would have been something interesting to add to the game right now, but I get it. You want the water types for the water week, so that's why we got the regular Woopers. But we are getting Wooper Quagsire. They will start appearing, let's see, August 19th, which I think is the same day as the start of Good Sleep Day. It is. So Good Sleep Day event lines up with Wooper starting to spawn. And we can find it on Greengrass, Cyan Beach, and Taup Hollow. Very interesting. I'm very surprised to see it at Taup Hollow. Huh. Okay, well, 3 islands. That's good. One of them we do need to go back to and try to find something nice. It will be in Slumbering, so that'll be interesting. Wooper Quagsire, both in Slumbering. Okay, so Greengrass, Isle, Cyan Beach, and Taup Hollow. Starting August 19th, we can find our Wooper and Quagsire in Slumbering Sleep. But that also means that we are going to get the Water Week, which is going to line up with Good Sleep Day, I am going to assume it is. All right, this week-long event is a special opportunity to encounter more Water-type Pokemon. We encourage you to befriend lots of Water-type Pokemon to prepare for the Suicune Research event. During Water-type Week, you'll be able to use the limited-time mini candy boost function, so we need to make sure that that actually is a thing during the week. This is a great time to raise your Water-type Pokemon. There will be various other bonuses as well. We hope you're looking forward to the event, which starts on Monday, August 19th, same as the Good Sleep Day event, and lasts until Monday, August 26th at 3:59 a.m. It will happen on all areas, and the mission period will last Monday night, August 19th, until Monday, August 26th. So a whole, nope, not a whole extra week. Don't know what I was thinking. Math is off there. Until 3:59 a.m., same as the event period. We are going to get some bonuses. We are going to grab on all days during sleep research. One Pokemon for sure will arrive hungry, so that's good. A few Pokemon of different sleep types will appear during sleep research regardless of your sleep type, so we get pseudo-balanced sleep. Certain Pokemon will be more likely to appear during sleep research, and that's almost certainly going to be the water types, and the limited time mini candy boost function will be available. The following Pokemon are more likely to appear during this event. A greater appearance rate will be Squirtle, Wartortle, Blastoise, Psyduck, Golduck, Slowpoke, Slowbro, Vaporeon, Totodile, Croconaw, Feraligatr, Wooper, Quagsire, Slowking, Quaxly, and Quaxwell. Quaquaval's not on that list because Quaquaval is a fighting type. All right, greater appearance rates apply only to the areas where each Pokemon appears. So here, I'm not going to go through all of them, but do take note of this if you are going to be hunting for a specific Pokemon during Water Week to go to the island where that Pokemon actually spawns. We will almost certainly be on one of the islands where we can find a Wooper and Quagsire because I have a feeling it's going to be pretty helpful. I don't know what specialty it's going to be. I have a feeling it may not be berry types, but having another berry specialist would be good because Totodile is not showing up for us, not helping out at all. So it would be good if Wooper and Quagsire are a berry specialist, but we'll just have to wait and see what that's going to be once we get the maintenance update that puts them in the game. We'll get the data mine. We'll go over that whenever that happens. The limited time candy boost, we know how that functions. You use less candy, but you pay a steeper Dream Shard cost. You can only do it 50 times a day. Just got to remember that that's a thing. So water type week looking pretty good. Ought to be pretty helpful, especially with the one extra Pokemon or one Pokemon arriving hungry. You don't get an extra one. You just guaranteed at least one hungry. So that ought to be pretty good. And then the Suicune research is the fact that I'm kind of concerned about when the Suicune research is going to happen, because that the fact that Water Week is in August, at the end of August, when we thought Suicune was going to be, makes me think Suicune may not have the good sleep day buff like the other two legendary beasts did. Definitely looking like that. Beginning in early September 2024, we will be holding an event, Suicune Research. You can exchange samples of Suicune mane that you collect during the event for Suicune Incense, which you can use to research Suicune's various sleep styles. Water-type helper Pokemon will be particularly effective during this event, so we recommend raising your Water-type helper Pokemon during Water Week. Water-type helper Pokemon, we all know what they are. We just went through them for the Water Week, so I'm not going to go through all that. We're also preparing some functions and rewards that will allow everyone, even Pokemon Sleep beginners, to research Suicune's sleep styles and befriend it more easily. Almost certainly going to be the same as before, the Suicune biscuits and Suicune incense that we can get from the limited time missions. So probably not anything new there. I hope there is something new just to make it a little easier because the events still need a little bit of tweaking, but not much. We'll just have to wait and see what they do. More details and the event start date are coming in a later update. We hope you're looking forward to this event. If I had to guess, probably going to start September 2nd, because that would mean we get the water type week on the 19th, the week of the 19th, then we have a week off, then we have the Suicune event. If I remember correctly, in the past, that's what happened with Electric Week and Fire Week. We had a week break in between the two of them before we got the other legendary beasts. If I'm wrong and it was 2 weeks, then the week of September 9th will probably be the start of Suicune, but I don't remember exactly the break in there. I think it was a week, but it may have been 2. So early September either way. My guess is either the week of the 2nd or the week of the 9th. So we'll just have to wait and see when it's actually going to happen, but at least we now have confirmation of when, thereabouts, when it's going to happen. So good news. That ought to be very interesting. Looking forward to Water Week coming up. I think I already know where I'm going to go. But we are going to get 48 community reports. Very nice. With 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 that doubled up. Very good. All right. No level ups today, but we're doing all right. I think we're finally at a good point. Speaking of the meat and potatoes of this episode, I think we're finally at a good point with our meat and potatoes here. Double trigger there. Actually got a double trigger right before bed. Went to bed with everybody at like 140 to 150% energy. So yeah, we ought to have some good production for this morning. Hopefully a ton of eggs. Oh, if I can click on you, come on. A decent amount of eggs, not as many as I wanted to see, but you know what? I'll take 8 eggs. How about from you, buddy? It's still not as much as I wanted to see, but we're getting there. 11 more, not bad. How about you? Ooh, not as much honey. Actually, 10's not that bad. 10 is not that bad, but are we gonna get an ingredient magnet here? No. Only 1 skill trigger this morning. Uh-oh. Well, that's all right. We are in a good place. in terms of ingredients. I looked last night before bed. Our pantry is looking pretty good. Our Jigglypuff Fruity Flan is definitely in a strong place. So let's do 2 leeks. And then we can make that happen. And hopefully, no, still no extra tasty this week. But it is 18,925. That is not bad. That's pretty good for a Jigglypuff Fruity Flan. And then now that we're getting to a point where we are getting a decent amount of ingredients stocked up, I still want to stock up some more eggs. So probably another day with both Abomasnow and Delibird. I want to get some more eggs stocked up, and then I think we're going to start trying to stock up for the macarons that we can make on Sunday. Just trying to get enough to make breakfast, lunch, and dinner on Sunday and go from there. So I think once we can get, let's see, how many eggs do we have? I think like 31 right now, 34. Yeah, we still need some more milk. We're going to need a lot more cocoa. I have the war turtle in right now to focus strictly on milk. I feel pretty confident that we can get a good amount of cocoa in just a couple of days. So I think I'm going to leave war turtle on the team again today, and then maybe tomorrow swap out for the Blastoise to get the cocoa going. Actually, probably don't even need to worry about that now that I think about it, because yeah, I think we can hold off until Saturday, swap in the Blastoise for the cocoa. We have a decent amount already. We don't need too much, so swap in the Blastoise on Saturday. That'll give us enough milk and cocoa for the Flower Gift macarons. And then we also need, more eggs. So yeah, we definitely need to keep those 2 on the team for the eggs, because we're gonna need a lot more eggs than what we've got right now. So we're gonna keep those 2 on the team, bringing in as many eggs as possible. Honey, we're in an okay spot, but we're not exactly where I want to be for honey. But that does make sense. We are using 20 per Fruity Flan. And yeah, I think that's a pretty solid plan. We will keep the team as is. I kind of changed the plan on the fly there. We're going to keep the team as is, and then potentially on Saturday, swap in the Blastoise to get that cocoa going. We should be in a pretty good place for milk and cocoa on Saturday. So, or for Sunday. We should be in a pretty good spot. We still haven't gotten a chance to swap in any berry specialists this week, so all of our gains are going to be from cooking this week. But we finally hit Ultra 1 at least. All right, well, there we are. That's how things are going so far. They're going okay. Not great, not as good as I would want them to, but okay. We did give 381 of Snorlax's favorite berries for 3 small handy candies, so that's good. There's another 15 diamonds on the board. We will definitely get those. And other than that, we're just kind of seeing how things go and reacting to how well or not so great they go. So yeah, that's going to be it for today. Not a whole lot going on. We did catch the Meowth. Actually, let's go check that other Meowth real quick just to see, because I think I do have a pretty good one already, but I'm not sure. Oh yeah, I do have a really good one that I haven't evolved. Yeah, quite a bit better than the other one in terms of just pure skill trigger. They both have inventory up. They both have helping speed. So they're both pretty good, just for different reasons. So yeah, we're just going to hold on to them. We're not going to evolve either of them. We're going to wait and see what happens with potential Berserker. I'm not 100% sure that we're going to get regional variants. I don't think we have one yet that I can remember off the top of my head. It would be nice to see them, but I don't know. Well, 1, I don't know how they're going to handle regional variants. And 2, I don't even know if we're ever going to get them. So we're just going to hold on to the Meowth until we need to evolve them for one reason or another. And hopefully we get some regional variants and can evolve that one into a Berserker, because that'd be pretty interesting. But that's where I'm going to leave it for today. So thank you for watching the video. Make sure to hit that subscribe button if you do enjoy these videos. A huge shout out to our ace trainers, Flightmaster Illusion, JP Waite, and Husky Star. Thank you for supporting the channel. And if you would like to support the channel, go ahead and click that join button right next to the subscribe button to get early access to the videos and a bunch of other cool perks. While you're down there, click on the link to the Discord in the description box. Come join us, hang out, talk about Pokemon Sleep. Other than that, y'all have a good night, and until next time. Later, dudes.